The Budget tab in your job is going to show you an entire financial life cycle of your project. We start by having our cost groups and our cost items shown in our budget. Then you'll notice we are currently looking at the estimating phase. This is this blue section. The estimating phase is where we'll build out our budget for the job, and then we can get our bid requests logged here. We also can then send out our customer orders to get the budget approved. Once our budget is approved, it's going to populate the budgeted cost column. This is our approved budget to move forward with the job. Now, this is in the job costing section because we're going to start tracking all of our expenses against this approved budget. Our committed costs are any work orders or purchase orders, any vendor orders that are really just showing, hey, we're committing these funds, but we're not quite ready to spend that money yet. Our bills, however, that is where we're going to be tracking all of our actual expenses. So those could be your expense documents, your receipts, or it could also just be a bill that's ready to be paid out or marked as payable. You also will be tracking all of your time in here. So any time that your employees clock in and out of a job, they are going to have their time tracked in that job's budget. So you can track the number of hours against each line, as well as the total time cost based on the burdened hourly rate for that employee. Now, when you're ready and you feel like you don't have any additional expenses to make for a particular line item, you just mark it as final, and that is going to tell you that you can confidently move forward with the financials, but also it will tell you what your total profits are on the following columns. Here we'll go into our invoicing section. This is going to be where we're going to track all of our account receivables. And then we can have one or multiple invoices for the job. So you could even track your progress invoices here as well. And then of course we have our profits throughout the job. Here you'll see any item that was marked as final is showing that we're in the green, or maybe down here we might be in the red for that item, but overall you can see your total profits for the job as you're going through it. So we're going to throw up the red flag before it's too late. Now, one thing that I'd like to point out about your budgets is you'll notice several small icons on these cells. Those icons are indicating that there was something that informed the number in that cell, whether it be a document or maybe time that's tracked. So let's go ahead and click on one of the cells that has a small icon. Here's one right here. So it's a little check mark. We'll go ahead and click on it, and it will show you the document that is informing that total number. In this case, we have a proposal as well as a change order that is informing the total for the garbage bags. But over here in time tracking, if we click on this cell, you'll notice all of the time, whether it be pending or approved time, tracked into that line item that is bringing us to that $630 mark. Now, many of you have your budget laid out in a very specific way to help you track all of your expenses. So the JobTread Budget tab is completely customizable. You can choose the columns that you're viewing and the order in which you're viewing them just by clicking on this small gear icon to open up your Budget View Settings drawer. Here you can group and filter all of your cost items that are showing on your budget. You can also choose what columns you're viewing just by choosing to turn on or off the groups of items, or you can turn on or off individual columns. So here, if I want to turn on the bid request column, I can do so, and you'll see that it populates here, and then I can go ahead and even save this, and it will override my existing view, or I can click Save As and create a new view for myself with those changes. All of your views are going to be landing on this drop-down menu. So you have your personal views. Any new view that you save for yourself will land here. And then whenever you need to, you can easily click on the gear icon and convert this to an organization view if you'd like to share it with others in your organization. Creating various budget views just allows you to focus on the financial data in very specific chunks as you need to, so that you have the right information in front of you at a given time. So here we have several views created for you, so you can view just your estimating columns. You could also just choose to see your job costing columns, or maybe just the invoicing portion of your budget. And then, of course, you can set one of these as your default view just by hovering over it and clicking the star. We hope that this is helpful for you. Please contact your customer success manager if you have any questions, or go ahead and email support@jobtread.com and we'll be sure to help.